Welcome to the R&B Only show. Please note that the opinions expressed here belong solely to the hosts and guests, not to Colors Worldwide Inc., our affiliates, or sponsors. The content is provided as is for entertainment and information purposes only, without any guarantees of accuracy or completeness. Colors Worldwide Inc. is not liable for any errors or omissions, nor does mentioning products or services imply endorsement. This disclaimer is subject to change, and we encourage our audience to stay updated.
These new R&B singers, though, they be rapping.
And they be having some duality about
Yeah,
them.
they be thinking they can spit bars. Like, no, I love SZA, but like, that's who, when people talk about like...
Clean it up.
I need to clean up enough.
I know that it has to be something serious for him to cancel on his own hometown.
Hot take.
Super duper hot take.
R&B only.
We're back at it again with another episode of the R&B Only show. I'm your co-host, Jovy E.
And I'm Tiára Monique, West. Happy day. How you feeling?
We are gonna keep on with the keeping on. Do Mercury still got her microbraids in? Is that still?
Probably Gatorade and something going on.
My
You know, it's always
goodness,
something going on.
some beat my ass, but we gonna keep on with the keeping on. How are you?
I'm doing good.
It's good.
No complaints. I'm feeling good. Took me a long time to get here, but I'm here. This week we're gonna be talking about our R&B songs of the summer. Mary J. Blige's upcoming album, Tank praising Chris Brown, Usher postponed his shows, and a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, but there's been some good songs coming out this summer.
For sure.
It's not over yet though. We
Right.
got like what did I say last month until like September 21st? Yeah.
We still got some time.
Yeah, we got
However,
like a month left.
summer is feeling like it got somewhere to be. That shit,
know,
August
why
out the
didn't-
way.
So
It's
I'm
my
like, damn, they
birthday
back in
week.
school, right?
It's my birthday week. Like, then we got Tiara's birthday coming up. Like, we still got some time. We still got some time.
It's still summertime, so.
But I
some
think
love for the
now is a
summer
good time
babies.
to chat about which R&B songs we've had in heavy rotation this
Okay.
summer for ourselves personally. Not like what songs are we hearing OD out and about. What songs have we personally been wearing out?
Yeah, because I personally haven't even really been out and about unless it's to work. But even when I am, all I'm hearing is the same 5 rap songs over and over again. But yeah, it's my list is honestly I could do more than 10. I was looking
facts.
through my phone, like you know how. Well, yeah, you said you use Apple Music. So as soon as you play something, maybe like 2 or 3 times, it goes to your recently played playlist, and that's the playlist that I listen to like throughout the week to
Okay.
figure out. Like at the end of the week, I listen to all the new stuff, and in the beginning of the week, recently played.
Okay.
To figure out what I'm liking. And the number 1 song in there right now,
What is it?
Chloe and Halle.
Want Me? That is a good one. That is a good
That
one.
is a great song.
Okay.
I miss them together.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do like song for song, or you run through your 10 and then I run through my 10
I mean, we could do song for song, and mine
Okay.
mine isn't necessarily like
in order?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
mine
just
isn't
songs
in
that
order
I'm
either.
listening to.
Okay.
No number 1,
so,
no number 10.
I'm gonna start with "Sweet" by Amare. That one has had me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those like, short, sweet songs that you just like.
Replay over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna go "Sweet" by Amare.
Have you heard Auction by Sasha Campbell and Destin Conrad?
I don't think I have.
I think it just came out, I want to say like in June.
Okay.
My sister put me on.
Okay.
Now I just can't stop listening to it. It's so
I'ma
it's like
tap in.
soft and soulful. I just like Destin Conrad and anything's on. But this girl, her voice, I'm like, whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tap in. You said
Yeah,
"Auction"
yeah,
by
it's a
Sasha
really good
Keeble
song. It's
and
a single
Destin
that came out,
Conrad.
I want to say June
Okay.
this summer. Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
fire.
I like it. You know what? I figured out, how, I think this was back when we had Kenyon Dixon on. We were talking about the types of R&B songs that we like. I like R&B songs that make me feel something. Like
You like feel good stuff.
And
Well,
it doesn't
you
even
just
have to
feel
be feel
emotion in
good.
general?
It just has to like feel like some depth and some
What do you
like
think
emotions
gives
in
it
it.
that?
I don't know. I think sometimes it's like, because I'm going with my next song is Dangerous Game by Esta and Leon Thomas. That song just makes me like feel something. It's something about like, I guess the way that he's singing, maybe the production or a combination of the things, but like I like a good like soulful
I was
like
gonna say maybe the production and
yeah.
the instrumentation and
Yeah.
the lyrics and the way it's written.
yeah, all
Everything,
the things, all the
yeah.
things. But yeah, Dangerous Game by Esta and Leon Thomas, heavy
I
rotation.
like Leon Thomas.
I like Leon Thomas a lot.
Yeah, everything that he's been dropping
He's a
recently.
dog.
I'm like,
He's
I'm
a
just,
mutt.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't not like it.
Yeah,
I'm banging
and
it.
he sounds amazing live.
Yeah, he does.
Too.
He has a great
Is that
voice.
Treasure? What is it? Treasure in the Hills. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he didn't he pop out at one of the R&B? Yeah, he did the R&B Only festival we had with Tyára Monique.
He did, yes,
Label.
yes.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, he
I hadn't
signed
heard him
Motown.
since like Victorious days.
He
I'm
sounds
like,
incredible
yeah,
live. I
he's
saw him
great.
again at Roots Picnic.
Yeah, he was there. I didn't get a chance to catch his set, but he was there. Yeah, he's great. Third on my list, I got So Odell. I was so happy when that song went viral. I'm like, oh, we talked about that when it first came out, and I liked it. Because some songs, it's
love
like I
that
don't like
song.
them immediately, but that one, as soon
Nah,
as I played it, I was like,
immediately,
ooh.
like first note, I'm like, And then Spencer, yeah, spin it all.
Yeah, I like it.
that.
I like that it's viral. I like the way it sounds. I like Afro beats, but I like that it's just like really, really soulful, regardless.
Yeah, that was one of the songs that I saw on your list, so I was like, okay, she's gonna talk about it, so I'm not gonna put it on mine. I'm gonna go Thames Unfortunate.
I'm surprised that one's on.
Thames Unfortunate. That's the one that she performed on Tiny Desk before the album came out.
Actually, I'm not surprised. I knew he was gonna have a Tim songs on there. I just didn't know which
it
one
fluctuates.
It was gonna be. Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
that's
Free
the one that I
Fall
like
with J.
too.
Cole.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Free
Sometimes
Fall.
it's Wickedest. Sometimes it's it just that whole album just.
I like
eats,
Unfortunate too, though. That's the song that I like off
Unfortunate.
that. Yeah, and Me and You, the single.
Yeah.
I love the single.
I like that
I'm
too.
always a single girl though. Sometimes, most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time.
I feel that.
I'd say 75% of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this week,
Yeah.
it's been unfortunate.
Okay, Isaiah Falls. Literally, the whole project, but if I got to pick one song, it's Love Me or Love Me Not.
Or Diva. Those two.
Yeah, or I like Candies. We
We could go on and on about that project though, but Love Me.
That's what I'm saying. It's the whole project for me.
Not?
That one and Chloe's project, I've been playing out the entire thing. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah,
It's a good one. I think he just dropped the video to Gold on My Teeth.
he did. I
Gold
saw
on
it.
my
Looked
teeth.
good.
Okay. I'm going Nasty Match My Chick remix. Chic. Nasty Match My Chic remix. That's the
one with
Tinashe and
K-Trana, right? Yeah,
Wearing
no, that
that
one
hoe
actually
out,
is
for sure.
fire.
For sure.
You know,
For sure.
oh, we didn't even talk about it. You know, this weekend, we had some R&B only live shows. I did Richmond and Philly, and Nasty didn't like it. Went off the way that not the way that I thought it would. I'm like,
it didn't pop. Like it didn't make them go.
it did, but it did not.
People might be tired of hearing that shit.
Already?
low-key. Yeah, that shit is still everywhere.
But then it's like $1 Million Baby, get the whole everybody bouncing, and that's the one that I thought people were tired of hearing. Like from what I saw online, comments wise, and like, so I was honestly surprised. But then I thought about it though, and it made me want to play the K-Trana one, because I'm like, people probably don't know this one as much as they do.
The K-Trana remix probably.
Yeah, and
probably
it hits
do
different. It's the
Yeah.
same type of context and feel, but it sounds different. It
that
hits different. I'm
shit
like, maybe I need to throw that one
go.
in there just on some DJ shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I would like to see. I would like to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When are you coming to a show? Do you know? Atlanta? Okay. Well, let's not talk about
don't
that.
know. I would like to be at the. Are you doing New York?
Yeah.
I want to be at the New York show real bad. Jabari, I know you're gonna end up watching this. I want to be at the New York show real bad.
Make it happen. NYC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went
You said-
Love Me
you
and
said
Let Me
Match
Not.
My-
I said so. It's you.
Oh yeah, okay. So also an entire project that I'm listening to, Algorithm, Lucky Day. But in particular, it's That's You to Mary. Those two songs, I can't stop playing them, but like in order.
Together.
Yeah, like I started over from That's You, or then I go all the way back up to Soft.
Okay.
And I didn't realize what Soft was about
What's it
until
about?
like last week.
Tell me more.
He says, "You're making me soft. You're making me soft."
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
But is it like soft, like?
I think
or
it's
soft,
like a double entendre. Because when I was listening to it, I thought he meant like in my feels. And I'm like,
But it's soft, like.
I think, yeah, I think it's
Okay.
both. But yeah, that entire
Interesting.
project, I'm wearing
You know
out.
what?
But
I
those two
think-
songs in particular, when I hear them in my playlist or in the gym, I go back
Okay.
and listen to those two.
I think that project, I've gone back and I've given that project multiple listens, and I don't dislike it, but I don't love it the way that I see a lot of people loving it, yourself included. I think what's going to make me love it is if I see him perform it live.
The live perforance is going to be crazy.
Yeah, if
because
there are
it already
certain
sounds
albums-
live.
yeah,
it
you're
doesn't
right.
sound like a track.
But I think I experienced this when I saw Tyler the Creator perform "Call Me If You Get Lost." Is that the one with DJ Drama?
Yeah.
I think so.
don't
I
quote
liked
me.
that project, but it wasn't until I saw him perform it live that I was like, oh, this shit really cranked.
love
Like,
it?
and then I went back and like loved it. And I think
I feel like
it's
you're
gonna
gonna be
that
that
for
yeah.
algorithm.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go to the show then.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be great. Did you like Candy Drip like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like Candy Drip.
Well, they do sound completely different.
I did like Candy Drip, and I like songs on it, but nothing that it hasn't like gotten me fully vested.
The algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go keeping it in the K-Tronada joint. Spit It Out, K-Tronada, and Rochelle Jordan. You gotta spit it
Your
out.
next song is weird, so I can understand
Yes,
why
I saw Weird, and I was like, I'm not gonna put Weird.
I can
but
understand why that's on your list though, because that
Yeah,
album
yeah.
is
Crank.
timeless, literally. I'm
Crank.
gonna be playing it
And
forever.
people aren't talking enough about how K-Tra's actually rapping on it.
Yeah, I hear his voice.
Yeah, like I feel like in the past we didn't really,
Maybe not as much as it is on this.
but like
album.
it's him.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I like that.
I want to hear you more. Give us a full song like DJ
Yeah.
Mustard did. I mean Mustard, my bad. But yeah, I like Weird a lot. That's just because I love Duran. But I feel like that song finally like put him in the mainstream view of people who didn't know who he was before. He's like, oh, this man can sing his ass off. Like I've been seeing his name everywhere more recently. As of
As it
lately,
should be.
yeah.
As
And
it
I
should
don't want
be.
to say it's because of this song, but I feel like his feature list this year has been going
Nuts,
crazy.
yeah.
And shout out to you because Weird's a great song and every other song he's been on. But yeah,
Next I'm gonna go Devil Is a Lie, Tommy Richmond.
yeah, I like that song too.
Got no confidence like me. Wait, is that one or is
Yeah,
that
it's
Million
that
Dollar
one.
Bill?
That's
Okay.
it.
See, I be getting them. I mean, they good. They both good. Put them both on the list. Yeah.
$1 Million Baby literally says $1 Million Baby.
You're
Does he
right.
ever say "Devil is a lie" in that one?
Yeah, he does.
Half the time, like I had to look up the lyrics yesterday because I saw a video about. I think it was like it was a viral video of a gang member talking about how he don't like $1 Million Baby because he was like, he a buster. Have you ever listened to the lyrics or read the lyrics? The song is
Not
he's
a
saying,
buster.
I ain't never repped the set, baby. I do no wrong. So the gang member
does.
was like, you a buster. I ain't never singing this song again. But
Interesting.
But yeah, he got that type of voice where it's like, you got to go read the lyrics to figure
Yeah.
out what he's saying because I'll make up my own.
And do
Very
remix.
fast.
Wiki.
Very fast. But yeah, I like that song too.
Okay.
But next on my list was You Don't Know Ombre and Alex Isley. I like the entire project. Like a lot of this stuff is the whole project.
Yeah, but if I had to pick a song off the project, I like
Run
that.
It Back, Run It Back. This
Valid.
weekend on the plane, I heard that song probably 20 times in one sitting. Just starting it
That
over.
it is that good.
Really.
It is that good.
And I was begging for a project from Ombre.
You were.
For like 6 months straight.
She gave us what is it? 4 songs? 5 songs?
5 or something like that. I know it's
Yeah.
like 15, 20 minutes. It's
Yeah.
long enough for me. I'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll
Thank
take
you.
it.
Gracias.
I'm going Whatever She Want, Bryson Tiller. Yeah.
You know, I was going to put a Bryson Tiller song on there, but I'm like, that album came out in like the spring.
Don't care.
Well,
Don't care.
well
Love
then,
it. Love it.
Well, then, as an honorable mention, I'm gonna do Prize, Bryson Tiller, because that's the one. But Whatever She Want, that's a good song.
It's not really R&B. He's
he's
rapping
rapping
on
the
there.
whole time.
He rapping on there.
That's why I like Prize. Prize.
He rapping on there. But I do whatever I want.
These new R&B, let me see. Ooh, I almost said something. These new R&B singers, though, they be rapping. Chris Brown, Trey Songz.
They be having some duality about
Yeah, they
them.
be thinking they can spit bars. But anyway, next on my list is Ain't Sad About Laila. I love her music. I love how creative she is. I love how independent it is. It's just great.
Love me
If
some
you
Laila.
if you still don't know who she is, please go find out and
No,
go listen to her
facts.
music, please.
Facts.
Please.
Because
Today,
Sailor Moon had me.
right now,
Okay.
for never mind.
Say it.
So it's just forever. I was
Oh.
listening to it for days straight. The entire project.
I feel like he was gonna say something else, but it's okay. It's okay. Where am I going? Okay, Keep Her, Anderson .Paak and featuring Thundercat.
I knew one of them songs was gonna be on there.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one, but this it was gonna be From Here, but I feel like I wore From Here out back when it was a single that now I need to give it some breathing room, but
But that
Keep Her is still in heavy rotation
the entire
and
joint.
you said the entire project for shit sure, but if I had like we've been saying, if we had to pick one,
Just
I
one.
think it's going to Pick Her or
Keeper.
keep what's it called? What's the other one that I was just listening to this morning?
The one with her?
The one with Ray Khalil. Oh, Out the Way.
Oh, okay.
I've listened to Out the Way, OD2. That whole project just goes. For real. But
Yeah, it's really good.
keep her.
I wonder if
Anderson
they'll
Paak
put
Thundercat.
another one out because that one took like 6 years to get.
Damn.
The
Yeah,
last
you're
one.
right.
Yeah, it was a minute,
Them,
like a gap
them
between
together,
those two. Sounds amazing.
Them together.
It's like Timbaland and Justin Timberlake.
Them together
Just does something. Just keep making music together. We love it and we like it. Thank you. Next on my list, though, I got the El Means version of Pink Matter. Did you know he's on tour right now? Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Yeah, he's on tour. Yeah.
In that same lane, I'm doing Sideways, the cover, the Cleo Soul cover. Woo!
These covers lately have been great.
Cleo
Even
Soul.
God Has a Cover, Frontin', that one. I've been
That
playing
is
that
very
out too.
good.
I like when artists do covers and make it their own, you
yeah.
know? Yeah, so I'm going with that cover. Yeah, for
Because
sure.
even the Untitled cover on that same project goes stupid.
By Elmine?
Yeah. Shout out to Elmine.
Mm-hmm.
We want you right here on this couch.
I wonder if he do some covers live. I'd love to see a show.
Yeah.
I got to see if we have a show the same day as his LA show or Southern California show because I'll drive to San Diego or
I'll ride with you.
Really
I
want
want to
to
see him live real bad.
Yeah, let's look on live.
Because I know that's going to be a good ass show.
It really is, especially if the covers sound like that recorded.
And you can tell that it was just him, the mic, the piano, like no second take, no bunch of takes. Because there's a part where
I'm trying to see it in real life. What they say, I don't want to see it on the IG. I'm trying to see that thing in person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep it PG, please.
That is PG. I'm talking about his live performance.
I know that you're talking about that. However, he'll be in LA October 8th.
No show. Let's go.
October 8th.
Yeah, and I'm also going to see
we don't have a show.
TGT October 4th. So
I wonder what venue he'll be at here. I'm going to look.
Yeah, we have to find out. Get some tickets and head out to the show. See how good it is live. Because compared to that cover, I can only imagine what's going to sound like.
I'm trying to talk to his team. I need
sound good online. I'm trying to see that thing in person. Hear that thing in person.
Anyways, what's your 10th song? 10th and final.
What was yours is Cleo Soul. Here we go, Coco Jones. Here we go.
You nailed that. That was
good. Right? She sounds just like that. See? Yeah, I like her voice. I like everything she puts out though.
Facts.
Even this the Almost There record. Tiana and Princess the Frog.
She just dropped another joint called
Sweep something.
Split.
I think it's Sweep Me Up.
Sweep Me Up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sweep it up.
Sweep it up. Yeah.
Sweep it up. That's what it is.
Yeah, I like everything she put out. I had my Uber driver on the way to the airport this
time.
weekend was asking me like, because of course why we're here, and I'm starting talking about what we do. So he's telling me like, yeah, I think SZA has the purest R&B voice out right now. So I'm like giving him other artists to listen to because clearly he only listens to the radio.
Mainstream, yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, SZA. Like, no, I love SZA, but like that's who. When people talk about like
clean it up.
When people talk about I need to clean nothing up. SZA is a mainstream R&B artist, but there's so many other like the only person he was talking about was SZA. So I'm like giving him other names because yeah, we love SZA, but it's mainstream. It's not the deepest R&B. We just had a conversation about her saying that she's not R&B. She's only R&B because she's a black woman to her. But yeah, I was just giving him other names, but Coco Jones was on the list because yeah, we love SZA, but there's other people that are also singing R&B music that just aren't on the radio. Like I don't hear this song on the radio.
Facts.
But if I go on the radio, I'm gonna hear Snooze and Kill Bill. Yeah, I love those songs, but I also want to hear some other R&B. Like I don't think any of these songs I named are on the radio. Are any of yours?
Might be. I don't know. I haven't listened to the radio since.
So might be on the radio.
I was living
Just
in DC.
like,
shit.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
what's on the radio
is, but that's
days.
also because it went viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
So it's like, but so does SZA.
Yeah, valid. I told you about the time. This is so off topic, but I told you about the time I left a guy at the bar on a first date because it was just a lot of red flags, and one of them was something that he said about Coco Jones after we were talking. He was trying to tell me
for real, because music taste will make me leave somebody. It'll tell me a lot about you.
Like sometimes like, and I should have got up and left when he said what he said about like R&B music and Coco Jones specifically, but then I had to see it through and it just got worser. So I just left. I left. I said,
yeah, no,
I have better things to do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because I've definitely looked at somebody crazy because of a take they said about music. And it's like, How do you ingest that into your soul every day?
Are you dead ass right now? Okay. I'm going, this is mad alternative, and I know this project came out a long time ago, a long periodical time ago.
A long periodical time.
However, comma, Up and Down by Tizo Touchdown. That girl.
I still really haven't got into his stuff. I'll listen to it like once.
I feel like out of all of the songs, Sweet by him and Fouché and Up and Down are the more
I think you've told me this
R&B
before,
leaning
and you told me that I
joints.
need to just sit with those for a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll run it back.
I'd also throw Third Coast in there. That one's more rap leaning, and it has a bunch of different like waves in it. Those three.
There was
sure.
a song I saw. He was promoting something, but it was an ad, so I couldn't like click the video or click the sound.
It's Third Coast.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I like this song.
That's
that was
Third
it?
Coast.
Okay,
Dun,
yeah.
da-da-da-da,
I think that was it, yeah,
da-da-da-da.
yeah.
I got houses inside of houses.
Was that?
got
Yeah, that was the
cars
song.
inside of cars,
Yeah, that was
got
it.
left-
I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I could
That's
get with
Third
this one.
Coast.
It was on the ad though, so
That
I
shit
couldn't click
crank.
the sound. But
That shit crank.
okay,
Yeah.
check us out.
Tizo touched on. You know, he was just in the studio with One More.
Really?
Yeah,
they just put something out too.
They dropped a new song called "The One," and I think he was in the studio with them, and they were previewing it for him.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was fucking with their vibe.
Yeah, I remember when they were here. One of them had mentioned that was somebody who was on their list of new R&B artists that they were listening to.
That's exciting.
But
I
yeah,
wouldn't say Tizo is super. I think Tizo is like,
he just makes his own sound.
Yeah.
He just makes music.
yeah, like Prince. Like there's no one
Genre to fit
genre
in. It's
to,
just
because he
music.
can do rock. He can do all the things. Yeah, Tizo is like that.
I'm gonna go back and give it another listen, but I'd love to know what y'all listen to this summer, what y'all rotating. Let us know in the comments. Tag us in some stuff. If y'all got some stuff we ain't never heard of, let us
Yeah.
know. Yeah, because I be trying to find new music all the time.
Facts.
So do Jovy, obviously, because she be
Keep
putting
my
it on
ear
the
to the
playlist.
streets. We should put this
yeah.
on a playlist. We should throw that on, like those 20 songs on a playlist and put it out on Spotify.
Okay, which
If
what
you
we
want
gonna
that.
call it?
If you want that, let
Our
us know.
summer rotation.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be cute.
Obama did it. Why not?
What else we got?
Mary J. Blige's new album said it's coming this fall. She said it's either going to be out. It's going to be out soon, probably the end of September or early October.
Early spring, fall. No, just kidding. No. She has a
Summer, fall.
Shout out to She by Sheree. Yeah, she has this new song with Fab out called Breathing. Yeah. And we were just
And the
talking
video's
about
up, too.
how, and the video's up. Oh, I didn't see the video. I didn't see the video.
You was just talking about what?
We were just talking about how Wale has so many R&B collabs and how like somebody other than Wale that is in that same lane of like
yeah,
top
Fab was
R&B
on the
Fab
list.
is, and here he go back to his roots.
Right. I like the song though. It was typical, not typical, but yeah, typical Mary J. Blige to me. Like
She seems
like,
happy.
I was about to say she seems like she's happy and like
Yeah.
moving on from stuff and just living life. And I
Yeah.
can see why she's saying this is going to be her last album. Like
I
she
love
just
that
wanna
for her.
Live and enjoy the
Yeah.
fruits of my
Her
labor.
labor, yeah.
That 411 is still going crazy.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing.
Yeah, she out here doing what she do.
Gonna give us another tour,
Unbothered.
I'm sure. I like the video though. She looked good in the
Yeah,
video.
she look good as hell. I'm
I'm like, how old is she? 50? Didn't her and like the Bad Boy people have parties because they were all turning 50 and stuff like that? She
Tryna
don't look
say.
50.
She look good. She's
Yeah.
53.
53. Yo, she's in her 50s for
Look
sure.
good
Yeah,
as fuck.
she looks great.
She look good.
The song though, she was breaking it down. I think like in the verse, it sounds like you know that song "Is She the Reason" by Destiny Child. Is she the reason you don't come like you used to? In the verse, it sounds like that. I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is a what's the word? Not sample, but
Inter J-Mar, what is it?
intermediate. No, with the word for sample when you don't sample it, but you just use
Interpolation.
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 You said intermediate. Just intermediate is what we are when it comes to figuring out words, not advanced.
Okay. I see what you're saying there. Anyways,
But yeah,
Tank.
it sounds like that song, Destiny Child. But I like it.
I like it too. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tank, however,
Yeah.
Tank took to what is it, Instagram, I guess.
No, he was on. What was that? I think he was on the Stephen A. show. Like
Was that where he said
he
it?
was getting interviewed. I saw this
Oh, it was an interview. Okay,
because
it was an interview
I
that
saw
got
the
clipped.
clip, and the clip has the Stephen A.
Stephen A.,
show.
yeah.
So I'm like, was he getting interviewed,
And
or
then I guess
did he just post it?
posted that clip to his Instagram and in the caption. So he's getting interviewed by Stephen A. Smith, and he says that Chris Brown is in fact better than Michael Jackson. It goes on to say that there was Magic Johnson, now there's LeBron,
James.
and he was saying that Chris Brown is the evolution of Michael Jackson, the evolution of Usher, the evolution of me being Tank, the evolution of Genuine. That is what this kid is. And then in the caption, in his like Instagram caption, he says vocal ability MJ, and then the greater than
less than
CB. Well,
MJ less than CB.
Yeah, but like greater than pointing to CB. But I guess if you're
Less
reading it, it
than,
would less than. Yeah,
you
you're
read
right.
left to right.
Right, you got me. Writing ability MJ less than CB. Producing ability, MJ less than CB. Dancing ability, MJ less than CB. He says, I know you're going to say MJ's catalog is crazy, songs are classic, etc. But that was because of a lot of great people involved who were some of the greatest at what they do. CB orchestrates his own movement from studio to visual to show. No handouts, no sponsors, and all while the world was against him. I'm ready to argue. Laughing emoji.
Hot take.
Super duper hot take.
But I can see why he said these things. And let's get this straight. Not once in there did he ever say, damn, I forgot to put cuticle oil on my dry cuticles. But not once in there did he ever say Chris Brown is a bigger superstar than Michael Jackson. Because let's not get that twisted. Michael Jackson could stand on stage for 10 minutes and people are fainting. He's doing nothing, right? I've never seen that happen at a Chris Brown show, ever. Now, what Tank said, vocal ability, writing ability, producing ability, yes. Because like he said, Michael Jackson had a room full of hit makers, Stevie Wonder, Quincy Jones, anybody you could think of, Dark Child. Everybody's in there with him, helping him make hits, writing hits, Flowetry. Like you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Chris Brown, like he said, when the world was against him, is still in the studio giving us hit after hit. What did he say? 20 years straight, he's had something on the Billboard? Mm-hmm. Nobody else. Only person to ever do that. So I can see why he said that. However, I feel like people are taking it wrong. Like he's talking about writing, producing, vocal ability. Then he said dancing too. Yeah, because I'll be looking at some of Michael Jackson's videos and I'm like, he's a great dancer because the way he be hitting that thing, like, pop, 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 pop. But Chris Brown does do a lot. So I could, it's a toss up for me.
It's a toss up.
You know what I mean? Because I could see why he's saying these things.
And going back to your point about MJ standing on a stage 10 minutes, people passing out. That was in an age where like we just didn't have access to these people like
Very
we
true.
do now.
But what does that mean? Because even Beyonce, we don't have access to it the way, and that's not happening at her shows either.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but we can see. I think when
you think if Michael Jackson would have had a TikTok, that wouldn't have happened. Like if he would have been,
I think
the superstar he was then now,
yeah,
that would have been
not to take away from his superstardom at all. Mm-hmm. I think it would have been closer to how people feel when they see Beyonce now because of this new age of technology. Like back then you couldn't just open your phone and see videos and get that like fix almost like we can now, even when we go ages without seeing them or anything from them online, you know?
That's true.
So I think that played a huge part in the stardom and like people fanning. And
I mean, most likely because I feel like superstars back then were more super than they are now, and I think that's because of the access that we have. But
I don't know. When I break down their like the production, the
nobody has ever
ability,
outsold Thriller. Social media or not, internet or not, there was no internet when Thriller sold.
People had to go out and physically
get it. And you have to reach that many people in the world from you sitting right here, from the radio, from you performing, from live shows, from TV. You know,
nobody
like there's
ever.
So I that's what I'm saying. I cannot completely agree with what Tank is saying, but
You can't completely
on the
disagree
back end,
either?
yeah, I can't completely disagree because I can see why he's saying that because Chris Brown is giving us, he's like a triple threat. He's
doing the damn thing
He's
for sure.
producing, he's writing and dancing and performing his own stuff. Like he said, Michael Jackson had a team full of hit makers in there with him every single time, every album.
That's valid. That's valid.
So I can get it, but this is people have the same exact argument.
However, Chris Brown himself went on Drink Champs and was like, I could like my inspiration. I could never like.
Yeah, because we would have no Chris Brown without Michael Jackson. If where would you have got the idea from if you didn't see it?
I think
just was
there has
there.
to be something to Chris Brown himself not feeling like he's better than, like to say in fact
I'm
better
sure
than is
I'm
like.
sure he doesn't feel that way, but I'm sure days where he's like, yeah, I'm just as good. Like I took the torch and go, you know, because like he said about Magic Johnson and LeBron James. Yes, Magic Johnson was the best at his time, but if you were to put them both on the same court today, and be the
Their
same
prime.
age at their prime, LeBron James is whooping that ass. Like, and I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way we've progressed in technology and the things that you can do now with different things and how you can recover faster and just the technology we have to create these newer sounds and music and things that we couldn't do back in the day. You can just do different things now and it just makes it different. Progressive, that's all. Evolution.
It's definitely a hot take. It's
a conversation starter, and I'm glad he did it because now these shows about to be packed. Shout out to you, Tank. Oh, I can't wait.
Speaking of shows, Usher was about to start his
Past,
tour.
present, future tour.
His past, present, future tour. He was supposed to start in Atlanta. I think he had 3 dates in Atlanta, August 14th, 16th, and 17th. And at first, when he first said that he canceled those shows, he didn't really give a clear reason as to why. And so people, of course, were on his body. And then later on in the week, he put out a statement that said, earlier this week, I suffered an injury to my neck while rehearsing. Earlier this week, I suffered an injury to my neck while rehearsing to provide my fans with the greatest Usher show of all time. My hope was that with physical therapy and medical treatment, I would be able to overcome the injury and be ready for opening night. Unfortunately, the injury has not healed yet, and my doctors have instructed me not to perform any shows this week. The good news is that the doctors are saying that with the appropriate rest and treatment, I should be ready to commence the tour in Washington, D.C. on August 20th. I love my fans, and thank you for understanding that this injury must be healed so that I can give you the 100% excellence that you expect from an Usher show, and that I will be on stage in your city very soon. The Atlanta dates have already been rescheduled at State Farm Arena as follows.
Right.
So instead of August 14th, 16th, and 17th, he'll be in Atlanta December 9th, 10th, and 12th. I know that it has to be something serious for him to cancel on his own hometown.
I mean, well, he said it. Neck injuries ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, nothing to play
Doctor
with.
tell you to sit down. Because think about
Facts.
if it's just a sprain, right? Whatever happened to his neck. Let's go with the
He out
most
there on skates and shit,
the
doing
most
whatever the
minor
fuck.
injury, right? A sprain. You sprain your neck, right? And like you said, he out there on skates. What if
Ain't
when
no
the
telling.
dancers trip and then he trips over a skate
Ain't
and
no
then
telling
fall on
what
his
could
neck
happen.
and make it worse, and now he can't tour ever again.
Ain't no
Then
telling what
what?
could happen.
And
Yeah.
people was really in the comments like, I was so excited. It's my birthday.
It's not about you, babes. So
Celebrate
sorry.
at Christmas then. It'll be Christmas then, you know? Like
Yeah.
I really just don't get people. If somebody's injured, they're injured.
And there are,
They don't
and
say
I
nothing
understand
when,
that like
athlete
a
gets
lot of
hurt.
people, I understand that there are a lot of people who potentially like flew in or are flying in for
It was
for
enough
the
time
simple
to
fact that
was it how soon did he before the show did he let it know?
That
It was
is
a few
great,
days, right? Because the
it
first show
I
was
think
August
it was
14th.
It was a few days, yeah. It was August 14th. Today's the 20th, so that would have been last Thursday.
Yeah.
And I feel like we got this news maybe at the top of that week, if not the week before that.
So it was some time,
But if
I get
if the
people
flight
are
is already booked, the hotel's
and
already
people
booked, you
don't
wanted
buy
to see the hometown show. You
They
know
don't buy
he
the
coming out with the
insurance
bank.
ever
Yeah.
for the hotel or the flight. Buy the insurance so you can get a refund, y'all. But yeah, I don't get it because it's not people don't have this same type of anger when somebody on a sports team is hurt. You know, but it's inevitable. Where you're using your body, you're performing. Some
But I
people
mean,
get
with
sore,
the
some people get
sports
hurt.
team, the what's
They're
it called? The
athletes.
game is the game is still gonna go on. You just might not see LeBron playing because he's sitting on the bench. Like
Very
but the game is
true,
still
but they're
gonna
not
go on.
about to be like, "Oh, I'm giving my ticket back. I'm flying
Some people,
in."
some
blah,
people
blah,
do
blah,
feel
blah.
away because I remember that there was a time when people like coaches towards the end, like leading up to the playoff season, will bench their like some of their starters to like you know make sure that and that's one of the reasons why they implemented that. What was the thing that the Lakers won this past year?
That week tournament,
The tournament thing at the beginning of the season or whatever. Like
Yeah.
sometimes like
in-season tournament.
in-season tournament. Sometimes coaches were like benching their like star players to like
So they
keep
wouldn't
them
get
healthy
hurt.
and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I take care of yourself. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah,
like,
I don't see no problem with it. If
take
you're
care
if
of
you're
yourself.
hurt, get the rest that you need and recover so that you can be your best you. I'm sure Usher doesn't want this to be his last tour ever.
right. And I'm sure that
his
there's a way
fans
to
don't
like
either.
transfer a ticket to a different city or like a city near you if you were traveling just to see the Atlanta show or just make your way back to Atlanta in December. Like
Yeah, it won't. It's not gonna kill you. You'll be
you'll
okay.
be all right. You'll be all right.
be
You
all
tough, right?
But I did see on TikTok, randomly, not TikTok, Janet Jackson was saying that Stevie Wonder is her cousin,
That's crazy as hell.
and Tracy Chapman and Samuel L. Jackson.
That crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell.
But now, how is that making that Tank statement feel for you now?
I don't
Knowing
it doesn't-
that Stevie
they're
Wonder
related.
is
It doesn't
her
change
cousin.
anything.
You don't think?
No. Love that. Love your
What?
cousin now. What?
What if your cousin was Beyonce and you made music?
And I didn't
don't think
say
that helps
anything.
you?
I mean,
I'm not saying anything, but you don't think that helps you?
sure. Sure. Of course it does.
Why is it just now coming out? Was it like
Don't
secret
don't
news?
be trying to
I'm not trying to make a
stir
conspiracy.
the
I'm just trying to figure out like why we have never heard. Have y'all ever heard this news? Because I was like,
I was
taken aback by it. But let us know in the comments if you know that Janet Jackson was related. Well, all of the Jacksons obviously are related to Samuel L. Jackson and Stevie Wonder and Tracy Chapman.
That's crazy.
But I'm more so stuck on the fact it's Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. You know who wrote it?
Stevie Wonder.
Yes. No idea they were cousins.
That is kind of wild. I feel like who else was it Keke Palmer who was talking about how she's related to somebody recently was talking about how they related to somebody else and I was like, damn, that's crazy as hell.
Right?
Like,
how small and entangled the entertainment industry is.
crazy as hell.
Yeah. Crazy. But in other R&B news, Tinashe dropped Quantum Baby. But she talked about why she's gonna drop it like in 2 more parts. Like she split it up into
3 parts.
And she was saying that basically she did it for the attention span of the new generation,
adapt.
but also to give some just a new, fresh idea and creativity on music. But I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it kind of reminded me of like what Kenyon Dixon did with the R&B You Love album and how he broke it up into what I think it was 70s, 90s, and 2000s and kept re-releasing the same songs but maybe giving us like 2 or 3 other songs. She's giving us new parts every time, but I still think that it's a good release and it's going to be like a new, fresh way to listen to her music because I'm going to keep going back to it.
People have had to artists these days and I think granted, I don't really know what's going on too much in the like album release space of like hip hop and rap for real. But I think I've seen this a lot more in the R&B space where artists in the R&B space have really had to get a bit more creative with how they're dropping.
You think that has to do anything with like streaming numbers? Because I was just thinking about that too.
I think streaming numbers, I think like she said, I think the main thing is the attention span of people. I don't think people are digesting bodies of work the way that they have.
I have
in the
noticed
past.
like you said, with R&B, the albums have been like the longest album I've heard lately was Chloe's, and that was like 50 minutes.
Yeah,
but usually they're between like 20 to 45 minutes max. You know,
unless they Chris Brown.
Even his albums are not that long. It's just hella songs, but they be like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah. People don't be making like 10-minute songs no more with like transitions and like all the feels.
Because people don't want to hear them. Like she said, like people will turn that off.
I want to hear it.
I do. Real people who like real music still and appreciate different sounds,
you know
and
what I'm saying?
Taking us somewhere, like you said, making you feel something. Yeah, we want to hear it. But
the way I listen to what is it, Green Eyes by Badu.
That song is like 30 minutes.
And it's like
30
three different
song.
songs in one song. And I'm listening to every single millisecond of it.
I do miss when music was like that. Because even Victoria Monet stuff, her stuff ain't that long, but it's a hitter. And she just announced that she's about to drop a new song on Tuesday, August 27th, SOS. And she played a little snippet.
You said August 22nd?
27th.
7th.
My bad. I'm talking a little fast. Okay. Tuesday, August 27th. Sound like second, huh?
A little bit.
But yeah, she had played a little snippet on TikTok, and she was trying to, I guess, tell people. I mean, she wants people to try and figure out what SOS stands for. So I had a guess. Did you have a guess?
I didn't.
No?
No. What's your guess?
Sex ourselves?
What?
Sex ourselves? I feel like it's going to get nasty. Like
SOS?
Yeah, I feel like it's not going to be the typical save ourselves or like ship. What is the other one? Save our ship. It's not going to be something like that. It's going to be something ourselves or some nasty entendre. You don't have a guess? An abbreviation for SOS? No? Yeah, that's what I think. Y'all got a guess? SOS in the comments? No? Sex ourselves. That's my guess. No, only because somebody in the comments was like, yeah, like Downstairs DJ by Megan Thee Stallion. Anyway, new music dropping.
I like this album cover. What's shorty name? Laila.
Mm-hmm.
The shorty who sings "Not My Problem." It's just not my problem. Laila. That's her name.
Laila.
Laila.
No H.
Because it's Laila.
Oh.
Laila. Yeah. But shorty sings "Not My Problem." That's just not my. She got the kids going crazy. She's also Mos Def's daughter. Yeah.
I told you my grandparents keep the news in rotation. I knew this.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother was watching the news. She's like, what's that man's name?
Mos Def.
I was like, Mos Def. She's like, no, he has a new name now. And I was like, Yasin Bey.
Yasin Bey. That's exactly who it is.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
That's his daughter.
Yeah,
look at
sure
her.
Is.
This half of her face, copy paste.
But she was saying that the album is called Gap Year because she graduated high school her junior year, and she didn't have a plan to go to college in general. And then she needed a year.
So sweet.
She needed a year off to like figure out what she wanted to do. So she used that year to create music and find herself and find her sound. And this was basically a project of a collection of everything that she's been working on during that gap year. So I'm excited to hear it.
I love that.
Yeah, shouts out to her. Congratulations.
Shout out to her. I hope the rest of the project. I mean, we gonna listen to it for sure. Come on over to R&B Only. Sit on this.
Yeah, I can already tell it's not gonna be no one hit wonder.
Yeah, you come from such a music. Yeah. It's gonna.
Did Daddy change his name? He a musical genius.
I saw him open for Badu during her last tour run in DC. He just up there having a time. He
still does Miss Fat Booty.
He did like a mix of Miss Fat Booty, but it wasn't like he like. I don't think he rapped over it. If I'm
because he's changed, right?
Yeah,
now
it's very like free form, like
like Andre.
Giving Andre.
Gotcha,
yep, no flute though. Yep,
no flute though.
Yeah,
Andre, no flute.
Vibes, just vibes. But I'm here for do what you like.
Yeah, do what makes you happy. And then you know what I saw?
And the people who rock with you gonna rock with you.
Yeah, they said if you make the music that you want to hear, that's when you get
resonate
true fans.
With somebody.
Because that sound is not out. So continue making the music that you want to hear. I'll be here for it. Somebody else will be here for it. And Jovy will put it on the playlist because, like we say every single week, R&B is alive and well and ain't going nowhere. I'm tired of hearing y'all saying it's dead. And you can get a playlist sent to you every single week.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm seeing a lot of? a lot of people saying that male R&B is on life support, and
Who?
it's like male R&B.
Oh, I thought you said Bayo. I'm like, wow, I've never heard of this genre.
Male R&B is on life support, and it's like, no, like, granted, the ladies, the women of R&B, of the R&B space
They have been holding it
have
down.
been holding it the fuck
I
down.
think when they say
but
that
the
though,
men,
it's
like,
because they want them to be like begging for love. They're tired of them being toxic.
valid.
That's what I'm hearing.
Valid, but even like the Leon, like I feel like the true, like, I think there are a lot of men in the R&B space that like tether split the line
I think it depends
between
on how
like
you're using it.
singy rap, you know? And
Like you just said, Bryson Tiller was
the
rapping in that song.
true, but even, yes, he did that, but the rest, like, there still aren't like true pure R&B songs
Right.
on the joint. I think the true singers, like male singers, like the Kenyon Dixons, the Leon Thomases, are really the Lucky Days. Like, they're really doing the damn thing in the space still. It just, I think the women are just like, they are really just carrying the torch right
'cause
now.
that's
But
what we
still,
do
the
when
men
you
are
make
doing what
music
they do.
we
However,
pay attention.
new R&B every single week. Go to new.rnbonly.com. Get it sent right to you. Of course, this week we had Mary J and Fab with Breathing. Her new album is on the way. Coco Jones with Sweep It Up. I think it's really cute. She hasn't missed yet. Coco has not missed yet.
Never does. This is another sample too. I gotta go back and listen to it because I don't like to look up
Yeah, gotta
samples.
put
I'll
my
be
finger
liking
on
to
it.
Google my mind. Google
Do it
your
again. How you
mind.
do it? Yeah, power in.
You know that episode of SpongeBob where the file cabinets?
Yes.
That's me with songs. So I'm listening to a song and I hear a sample, I literally have to stop and file through my mind. So I got to play that one back and be like, okay, I've heard this song before, but what is it?
Okay. Tinashe dropped Quantum Baby. No Broke Boys. She might have another one on there with No Broke Boys.
Yeah, I was feeling a little bouncy when I was listening to that one. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she might have another one with No Broke Boys.
Remix this one too.
Jordan Sparks is back with a song called Remember. I love it.
Happy to see this song.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing her
At Chris Brown's concert.
and basically going viral. I'm like,
Yeah.
does this stuff like, how do they do this?
Yeah, I mean, maybe she was just sitting on it and it's like, ooh, perfect time. Name back in these streets. Drop that hoe.
Maybe, because I'm like, girl, you was viral last week, song next week after.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you and your team, Jordan Spark.
Don Richard dropped
Sparks.
Fantasy with On Imagination. I think that's like her I don't know what on Imagination is, but Ebony Smith is also on there. We got Bilal. We were just talking about Bilal.
Bilal.
How Moses Sumney sounds like Bilal. He dropped a new song called Sunshine. Fouché, I'ma hold your hand when I say this, baby. That song War. Injected in my veins. Juan Moore dropped The One. Dylan Sinclair dropped Forever. I really like Dylan Sinclair a lot. I didn't know he was
I really like that
a
song
Canadian
Forever.
babe.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That One More song is good too. I really like the SWV sample. Yeah.
They love a good sample. I love that.
Yeah.
And
Recreating old stuff.
YK Osiris.
Deep. You know,
Tell me.
YK Osiris. I remember when I first started touring with R&B Only Live. Jabari wanted me to play. I think the song was called Ocean, and that was the first time I had ever heard of YK Osiris. And I'm like, I wasn't really feeling it at the time. I was like, I don't want to play this song, but I liked what it did to the crowd. But I didn't really like the song. But how you said, you see people perform.
And then
So he came to our very first festival, and I'm watching this young man, because that's what he was at the time. I'm looking at him like he's like 18.
child.
Yeah, he was a baby. And he's like humping the air, but like he's singing his heart out. Like his veins are like there's a picture on the wall. You can see he's like
giving it his
singing
all.
his little heart out, and it made me a fan. But I've never liked any song. Like I've never gone back and played any of his music. This song right here, I was like, oh, you've grown up. It's been 5 years. You maybe got some weight on him now.
He dropped an album called Dear Fans, and one of the songs I like, skip through. I like skip through the project and saw like I usually do this because I gotta see what's the best
I usually do this.
what's the best to put on the playlist, but I just gave each song a little light listen, listen to the beginning, and Deep was definitely.
Yeah, I hope that one goes far for you.
The one.
So I'm happy for him because for a long time I know he was getting clowned on the internet by a lot of people. So shout out to YK Osiris. I love the new project and I like the new song a lot. So shout out to you. Because I remember when you was just a young. Can men be tenderonis? Because he was a young tenderoni.
Oh my goodness.
He was a young.
Yikes.
He was a youngin', but he grew up.
So. Yeah. Shout
out to YK. Shout out to all the new R&B that drops every single week. Like we say, it's alive and well. It ain't going nowhere. Make sure you subscribe so you can get the playlist every single Friday. And make sure you go to rnbonly.com/calendar and get y'all some tickets because we are coming to a city near you. We have 4 this past weekend. We got a few coming up this weekend. The weekend after that, we don't stop. So get you a ticket coming to a city near you.
This weekend, we will be in
Atlanta,
Cleveland, San Diego, and we have a pop-up show with InvestFest in Atlanta. That's completely free, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So make sure you have to RSVP though.
Yeah, you got to RSVP.
So yeah, like I said, go to rnbonly.com/calendar, get you some tickets.
Get you some tickets.
Because we on the road again.
Outside. Back outside.
But I'll see y'all next week. My name is Tiára Monique. Happy day.
I'm Jovy E, and see you when I see you.
R&B only.
Nailed it.
R&B only.